Hello and welcome to Cricket Box. I'm Sayami Kher and I have Michael with me. Michael, well, Sri Lanka are going to be happy, not happy, 84 for 3 because they lost that early wicket in the beginning. Nissanka came in, got those 41 runs and now Sri Lanka hit that big six just when we came in. Bangladesh, on the other hand, are showing that intent which we spoke about, which was lacking all this time.
Yeah, I mean, they've been so much better in the field. They've had energy. That catch from Mushfiqur Rahim at the start was a beauty, diving to his left to get rid of Kushal Perera, whoever Sri Lanka play with Nissanka at the top, it's not working. Karunaratne, Perera, it doesn't seem to be working. Yeah, brilliant catch, set the tone. And Bangladesh have been excellent with the ball, good variations. Shakib getting the key wicket of Kushal Mendis, who's really struggling against spin. It's 4 times he's got out to spin in this year's World Cup. So yeah, Bangladesh have brought the attitude. I'm not saying that Sri Lanka haven't got the attitude with them, they just don't seem to have players in form.
We'll have a look at the batting card because we spoke about Nissanka in the pre-match show. He looked really good. He always looks very good. He got that 41 from 36, but he just doesn't seem to convert it, does what he always does.
I felt for him today because he was playing beautifully and then suddenly he drags one back onto the stumps. He just loses his shape. He kind of came across the ball and, you know, you're always slightly unfortunate when it goes back onto the stumps. But he's a good player. He's going to be frustrated because what's that, the 5th time now that he's got to over 40 in the World Cup without really going on. And for his team to win games and win them well, he's got to realise that he's got about a long period of time and get those hundreds.
We'll have a look at Bangladesh's bowling card. Like we said, they came with the correct intent. Their fielding's been good. Even the bowling, Shakib came in his first over, got that wicket. Shoriful got that early wicket in his first over. And Tanzim is also looking good. A little expensive, but got that wicket.
Yeah, no, a young lad just kind of setting out in the international game. But he's got a bit of pace, got a bit of attitude. I keep seeing him staring at the batter. So he's in the fight. Taskin Ahmed was excellent. You know, his figures were really what built up the pressure for the Sri Lankans to play a couple of iffy shots. So, yeah, Bangladesh so far have been very, very good, but it's early days. In a contest where two teams really haven't played great cricket, they've lost their art of playing consistent winning cricket. Whatever Sri Lanka get, I don't think it's going to be an easy chase for Bangladesh because they've got no players really in great form.
Well, it's a high-scoring ground, but they're 3 down. What do you think Sri Lanka's approach is going to be? Because we know Sri Lanka has all the skill sets. Do you think he'll kind of try to steady the ship or go for his shots?
Well, they need one player to bat the innings. They need a Virat Kohli yesterday, you know, an anchor. But Sri Lanka, that flick over mid-wicket for 6, I like because it was right in his arc. I still feel when you're trying to bat a long period of time, if you get a ball that you feel you can hit into the stands, you've got to commit to it. So yes, bat a long period of time, but you know, I do like to see a bit of expansion. I like to see a bit of aggression. So Sri Lanka haven't got a lot to lose. You know, the ball's there to hit, give it a whack.
Well, Dhananjay De Silva and Angela Matthews to follow. De Silva has not really had the best World Cup, so everyone have a point to prove. But do you think the approach is going to be a little more attacking, considering they're 84 for 3 right now?
Not at the minute. Not at the minute. If they get a bad ball or, you know, with the fielders up and you do what Sri Lanka did and hit one into kind of the 20th tier because it's in your zone, absolutely fine. But I would think Chris Silverwood and his management will be saying, look, just bat a bit of time and try and play sensibly. Sri Lanka are a quality cricketing nation, but I do feel when they play their best cricket, they're a little bit more expansive. So if I was them, I'd be going for it.
Well, Michael, Mehdi Hassan's into the attack. He's going to be very crucial in these next 20 overs. We've spoken about him. He needs to get those early wickets into his attack, so he's going to be very important.
Yeah, I mean, for Bangladesh, it's about getting wickets at key times, and they'll know that Sri Lanka are in that precarious position that do they twist or stick? You know, do they go for it or do they play a bit of the attritional way? So wickets are what Bangladesh and the captain Shakib Al Hassani should be putting the squeeze on, trying to force the big shots to try and force the wickets because it looks a decent deck and. You know, Sri Lanka will realise that they'll need a decent number. You know, over 250. It's never easy, but I still fancy Bangladesh should be able to chase something around 250. So Sri Lanka have to start thinking about 300.
Okay, we need to give ourselves a few more chances. So do you want to do a mini prediction for the 35th over?
Yep, 35th. 171 for 5.
For 5. Okay, Michael said 171 for 5. We'll wait and watch and we will see you at the 35th over point at the Cricket Box.